Hello there.
And welcome back to Satanic Panic. We've had a busy couple of months. We hadn't forgotten about you all, but we have some very, very exciting news.
We do indeed.
It's finally ready.
Yep, Scarlet Satanic Panic. We actually have all of our charms done after all the CAD designs and
COVIDs.
yeah, all the normal.
It's 2020, guys. It's one of those that nothing has gone to plan with this, but oh my god, they have been worth the wait. And we're going to give you some sneak peeks and tell you about the process.
We are indeed. Right, so you've seen our teaser, and we are so pleased with these charms. Just after
They've exceeded all the expectations we had for them, because it was back in October last year we first started planning this.
Yep.
So it's been a very, very long time in the planning, and thankfully we have finally got them ready for you to start talking about them. So first bit we're going to talk about is what's going to be part of the permanent line. That will be both permanent Scarlet and Chains and Scarlet Satanic Panic.
Yeah.
And that will be things like the item I'm wearing today, the inverted pentagram goddess,
That's it.
and ones like Drew's wearing here, the large single moon. So the moons and the pentagrams will be staying permanently. They will be featuring both Scarlet and Chains and Scarlet Satanic Panic designs, and with each collection we launch, there'll be a couple more permanent signs that will stay with us throughout.
Yeah. The other side of it is where it gets really exciting. We have 4 charms. They are all going to be limited. They are all numbered, and there's some wonderful artwork that Sophie's added in as well. So you've got some cards that also explain a bit about them as well. And those are numbered with them as well. So 3 of the designs, there are only 60 that are ever going to be made. That's it. One of them, there's 100 of them. So, would you like to have the first one? So, the first one is a bind room, which is for...
And this is a big part of Drew's amazing work here, is though we both work with bind rooms, this is very, very much your baby.
Yeah. So, we wanted to start with, because this is New Beginnings and Fehu, that was the start point, start room. And because of the fact that many of us are going along new journeys, we thought, okay, what's important? So there's a whole load of different runes that are inside there. They're all bind together and should basically be able to help protect, inspire, etc., in your journey. And you'll see in the cards where I mentioned a few of them, and you might well be able to spot a few hidden extra little runes in there as well.
And next, we have one that was based on one of my illustrations, the Lunar Moth, which it was very, very hard because I knew we wanted a moth or a butterfly, and there were so many amazing ones to choose from. So the Death's Head moths, but having read up with the meanings behind a lot of them and the spiritual significance for lots of moths and butterflies, the Lunar Moth really stood out to me because it's also about journey. It's got great links to divine feminine energy, and that's not just for women, that's for anybody that embraces the feminine side of themselves and female energy. Hence why we included the goddess symbol with the bind rune for journey and for transformation. Because obviously the lunar moth has a long journey to get to who they are, and the real meaning behind this is there is a lot of you we know that are going through your own journeys, whether they be spiritual, whether they be physical, whether they be about your sexuality, your gender, or moving away from your gender altogether. So the lunar moth, we thought, really was something that represented the changes and the transformations and the journeys that we're all going through at the moment. So hopefully this little guy is going to be helpful to some of you that are going to be starting some transformations and journeys. And
it means a lot to us,
yeah,
and we hope it will mean a lot to you as well.
And the next one, some of you might recognise.
How could we not?
As it's based on
How
a very
could we
familiar
not?
face.
So we have a charm that's based on our very own little Sabra. I say little Sabra, not so little. Our fluffy Sabra. And yeah, so Sophie again with her artwork managed to capture just the whole vibe and the feel of the Sabra amazingly well.
And of course the rune on Sabra is luck. Because bollocks to what anybody says, black cats certainly are lucky, and she's certainly been lucky for us. So this is in honour of our gorgeous Sabra.
Yeah. So those three, there are going to be 60 of those available. Each one's numbered. So if there's a specific number that you'd like, some might well have gone already, but we can always see what we can do. If there's a particular number between 1 and 60 that you would like, give us a shout before you order, and we can put that aside for you. The final one now is Baphomet.
No introduction needed.
Absolutely. So all of these have actually got the patterns as well. They've been laser etched onto the stainless steel. Incredibly clever process they were doing. So they actually cut out the shapes first, then they all get rumbled, then they actually go onto another machine which actually takes a photograph, and it has a constantly monitoring camera to mark out where the shapes are, and it's able to then etch on top of that after the things have actually been cut out. Amazing system, really is.
And all done within the UK. We are incredibly grateful to Factory who helped make this happen for us.
Yep.
As throughout everything 2020 had to throw at us, they had our back and they helped us make sure these made it to you.
Absolutely.
In a relatively timely manner. We tried our best to not let 2020 beat us, and
absolutely. We
managed it.
Yeah.
So big thank you to Dave and everyone at Factory for helping make this happen. And as you know, if you followed us for a while, everything we can get done within the UK and Europe, we always try our best. So finding these guys, because this was a new thing for all of us, because they'd never done parts based for jewellery before.
No. We'd
never worked with cutting out charms from CAD before, so it was a learning curve for all of us, and we all really enjoyed ourselves.
So pleased with these, we really are.
And the longer we go along with these, the more elaborate we'll get. Now we're learning more about the process.
Absolutely, there will definitely be more. So the Baphomet one, just so you know, there's only 100 of those that are ever going to be available. So,
and the next thing was, we also did a little bit of extra Scarlet and Chains work to them. Is, as you know, we are massive perfectionists. It's another reason why it's been a bit of a delay. This is, we have actually hand finished almost every single one of these charms.
Yeah.
Is we wanted to just make sure that all the corners on them had a little bit of hand rounding, just so they feel more tactile in the hand, and that any sort of possible sharp edges that could catch on your outfit have all been rounded off by hand, by us.
Yeah, the stamping's all done by hand as well. Yeah. So, so every one of those has got a little bit of our love being put into there for you. Anyway, we shall bid you all farewell for the moment, but do have a good look. And
we hope you love Satanic Panic as much as we enjoyed getting it to you.
Absolutely. And we shall hopefully speak to you all soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.